Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Dallin Anderson. Today we're going to be talking about the top meme coins that will make you guys rich. Before we get started though, if you aren't a subscriber to this channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also share these videos with your friends if you're enjoying them. And additionally, if you guys are interested in VIP signals, go ahead and check the link in the description box below and get started with VIP. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Okay, you guys, so the very first coin on today's list is Pepe. And yes, you guys, I do have a bonus coin for you today, a bonus coin that I think could do 50 to 100 times in value. So make sure you stay clear till the end of today's video. All right, so let's look at Pepe here. Now, the very first thing that I see with Pepe is a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. So basically what we're looking for is this neckline. The neckline is the resistance of the pattern. The second that you break above that neckline, you get confirmation of this trading pattern. This is one of the most successful trading patterns that there is. Just like the rounded bottom pattern, the inverse head and shoulders is a very successful and effective trading pattern. So what I'm personally watching for is a break up above this resistance, in which case I do think we're going to see a huge move here on Pepe. Now we do have a lot of strength down here. You can see that every single time that price dropped down to these levels, it was bought back up very quickly with a lot of strength. This whole support area is very strong. You can see that even the left shoulder, the second that we hit that left shoulder, price bounced. The second that we hit the head, price bounced. And now that we're in this right shoulder, potential right shoulder, price is also bouncing. So I love to see the strength here down at these support levels on Pepe. Also, you guys, just so you know, this did complete a full market cycle, just as we're always looking. And you can see here that we do have this ABC correction. So the ABC correction in conjunction with this inverse head and shoulders pattern is very bullish. So again, you guys, watch for a breakout above this resistance level. See if we can push up to that resistance, especially with confidence. If we do get up to this resistance and break above this resistance, we're going to see a lot more upside here with Pepe. So yeah, I love this setup. I do think it's going to be a big player, a big meme coin in this next bull market. And as we break above this resistance, I personally believe we will head into a brand new market cycle and really start to take off here with Pepe. And people are going to see probably 20 times, 30 times, maybe 50 times gains on Pepe. It could even go higher, but that's kind of what I'm watching, 20 to 50x here on Pepe. So yeah, definitely keep your eyes on Pepe. Watch for that right shoulder to hold. Watch for us to break above resistance, and we will see a lot of profit on this coin. Okay, so next in the list is Flocky Inu. Now this one had a very big pump back in 2021, as you guys know. For anybody that's been in the space for a while, you guys know this coin saw a massive pump. Now, we did get a complete and total retracement, just as we often get here in crypto, where the market does 99% down from its peak. And that's exactly what we do see here with Flocky. We do see a 99% drop down from its peak. Or actually, it might be a little bit less than 99, but you get the point. Basically, a complete retracement from the peak. Let's see what it is. 98%. So pretty much 99% down from its peak. You guys also, we do have a double bottom pattern forming here on Flocky. Again, you can see a lot of strength down here. You can see a ton of volume. These volume spikes are actually bigger than the volume spikes that we saw during the last big pump. So that means that there's a ton of demand for this coin. And really, demand drives price. Plain and simple. If there's high demand, then the price goes up. Especially if you have a low supply and a high demand, price goes up. Now with crypto, something could have millions and millions and millions of tokens and still be low supply relative to the demand. So the amount of tokens doesn't always mean that it's scarce. Okay? I know that's kind of hard to wrap your mind around, but because crypto can be infinitely divided, you can have like Bitcoin can be infinitely fractioned out. The amount of coins doesn't always mean that it's scarce. What really means scarcity is whether people can get those coins. So if it's hard for them to be able to buy those coins, for example, if it's hard for people to buy Bitcoin because there's not enough available supply, then that high demand and that low available supply drives price. But understand crypto can be infinitely divided. So you could have a coin that has billions of tokens, but because it's hard for people to buy, because the demand is high, but the available supply is low, that drives price up. So just understand that with crypto, you guys. I know in your mind it's easy to think, okay, if I go find a coin and it only has 10,000 tokens, then that automatically means that because it has such a low supply, if there's any demand, it's going to go to the moon. No, crypto can be infinitely divided. So it's really available supply plus demand that affects price, not just supply. So with Flocky and New here, again, you guys can see this nice double bottom pattern. I do suspect that we break above the resistance of this pattern just in the same way that the inverse head and shoulders doesn't play out until you break above resistance. This is also true for the double bottom pattern. Until we get a breakup above that resistance level, really this coin is not confirming the double bottom yet, but there's so much strength down here that I'm personally uber bullish here on Flocky. I do expect us to break above this resistance with confidence. This is a very, very nice looking sideways accumulation. And really the whales have been picking it up down here for dirt cheap for quite some time. So loving this setup here on Flocky. I do think we will see a big move here. And I do think this one will be extremely profitable in this up and coming bull market. So I'm very excited about Flocky. And this is another coin, you guys, that could do 30 to 50 times in value, just like Pepe. So let's go ahead and check out Shiba Inu. This, again, you guys, understand that supply, if a coin has a really high supply, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go down in value. That's kind of the easy out thing. It's easy to say, okay, well, this has 5 billion coins. Right? I don't know what the total supply of Shiba Inu is. This is just an example. But let's say you have a coin that has 5 billion tokens. That really doesn't matter. If there's high demand, it's still going to drive the price way high. It's still going to drive the price. So the most important thing is demand. And second to that, it's going to be available supply. So even if there's 5 billion tokens, it might be hard for somebody to buy $5 billion or 5 billion tokens. It might be hard for them to actually find exchanges where there's liquidity, find people that are willing to sell their tokens. So it's demand and available supply that drives markets. So Shiba Inu does have a very high supply, but there's also a high demand for this coin. And that's really what's going to drive the price up here with Shiba Inu. So you guys, we do have a breakout of downward trending resistance. This is one of the most vital, one of the most key things that we do look for in these markets is a breakout of that downward trending resistance. When you get a breakout of that downward trending resistance, almost every single time it signifies a new bull market. So we can easily see that actually by looking at an example of this really, really fast here on Bitcoin. If we go back over here on Bitcoin to, for example, the last bear market, and we draw downward trending resistance, the second that Bitcoin broke out up above downward trending resistance, signaled the beginning of the next bull market. So just in the same way that Bitcoin broke out of its bearish trend and its downward trending resistance, Shiba Inu just barely did this, you guys. In fact, it's almost a spitting image of the same human psychology as the last Bitcoin cycle. So I do think Shiba Inu will see both a short-term recovery and a bigger picture recovery. And we're really going to see some big moves on this coin. I call all these coins meme coins, you guys. But really, these coins, a lot of these coins, when I say meme coin, I'm using that term loosely because a lot of these coins have real world value. These coins have real world value. And that real world value is because these coins have actual technology. They might be named something silly, but that's really part of their marketing scheme. You know, if you think about the biggest company in the entire world, Apple Computers, they named their company after an apple that had a bite out of it. You know, that's kind of funny if it's good marketing, right? Same thing with Dogecoin, same thing with Shiba Inu, same thing with Pepe. Yeah, it might be kind of silly, but it's good marketing, you guys, really good marketing. And these coins, a lot of these coins I'm covering today actually have real world value. These projects have technology that they're actually developing that's useful to the world. So I love the Shiba Inu project. In this case, this one definitely falls under the category of real world value. This is not just a meme coin in the sense that it's just a complete joke. This actually has real world value. So loving this setup on Shiba Inu. Looks really good, you guys. I definitely think this is another coin that could see 30x, 50x in value throughout this cycle. So let's talk about Dogecoin. You guys, Dogecoin, as you know, in the last cycle was very profitable. We posted in the Discord in the VIP area. If you're not a member of the VIP, definitely check it out. Link in the description box below. Check that out if you guys want to get started with signals. So you guys can see here that Dogecoin did see this massive pump. We posted bullish signals for it right here before the pump happened. And we did see a huge gain as a result of those trades. So I'm loving Dogecoin even still because we do have this breakout of downward trending resistance. It looks exactly like 2015 Bitcoin. When I first got into Bitcoin, when I first got into crypto, Dogecoin looks exactly like it. So for me, it's kind of almost like Back to the Future. You know, like we've got a time machine, we're in the Mandalorian, and we went back to when I first got into Bitcoin in 2015. When I first started buying it, Bitcoin looked exactly like this, identical to Dogecoin right now. So the breakout of downward trending resistance with confidence, you can see we had an increase in volume. Now we're doing sideways accumulation. You guys, if you don't believe something can go up after sideways accumulation, think again, because almost every single good setup that we've ever traded in the crypto markets came as a result of accumulation. First, you get a bear market, then you go sideways, then you go up. It's pretty simple. And if you go back here on Dogecoin, you can see that that same sideways accumulation is what led to the last biggest bull market that Dogecoin had. And so this psychology here, where you get this first sell-off, you get the euphoria, you go down into the depression phase, you go sideways, then you start a new cycle. And when that new cycle starts, it goes vertical. You know, you can see here Dogecoin went straight vertical. Once that sideways accumulation was over, price went vertical. I suspect the same thing could happen here on Dogecoin again, except it might have a little bit more of a rounded structure to it. So instead of just straight going vertical, it will round out. And once it gets up to resistance, then it will go straight vertical, just in the same way as the last cycle. So that's what I'm watching here with Dogecoin. Loving that ABC correction, the breakout of downward trending resistance. This whole setup is set up to do, again, 30 to 50 times in value from current price before all of this is over. So this is definitely one that can make you rich. So love the setup on Dogecoin. The next coin for you guys today is Dogelon Mars. So this again is another one of those coins that has really good marketing. I mean, Dogelon Mars. So it's a combination between Dogecoin, the whole meme of Doge and Dogecoin, and then Elon Musk. And so they've kind of taken that and they've made like a merged meme coin of both Elon being kind of a meme on the internet and Doge being a meme on the internet. We do have a breakout of downward trending resistance. We are going sideways, and we do have the early signs of a double bottom pattern. So watch very closely here, because I think this one really, I mean, it did have a pump in the last cycle, but that's just because everything else was pumping. It was a brand new coin. It hasn't really had its first real cycle yet. So I expect this one to break out of to continue to break out of downward trending resistance, to break above this double bottom pattern that we see here, which should take us up to this short-term resistance level, in which case I'd watch for maybe a bigger inverse head and shoulders structure to play out, just like we did on Pepe. You know, we have that Pepe inverse head and shoulders. I think we could do the same thing here with Dogelon as we did over here on Pepe. You can see here with Pepe, this inverse head and shoulders. I think Dogelon is closer to right here, and Pepe just already has done the right shoulder. So keep an eye on that kind of breakout and a potential pullback and a push up through resistance. Okay, last but not least for the day, this is your bonus coin for the day as promised. Thank you guys so much for watching clear till the end here for the bonus coin. I'll probably start doing bonus coins in more videos. I just think it's a great way to provide a little bit more value to you guys. And also, you guys, I want to make a lot of money this cycle, and I know for a fact that a lot of these bonus coins that I'm putting in are coins that are going to do insane gains. So very excited about this coin. This is Duck. Now, Duck is a complete and total meme coin. I guess I could be wrong. I haven't looked into the technology at all, but pretty sure this one's just a complete and total meme coin. However, sometimes those are the ones that pump really hard, as you guys know, because people just think it's funny. They put their money in. These markets move because of human psychology, right? If people get excited, if they think something's funny, they're going to put their money in and it's going to move, right? It's human psychology. We get excited about things. And so this 1, this 2, and this 3, and this 4 wave has already completed on Duck. I do think that this 4 wave could easily be in place as wave 4 often comes back down to that 382 and that 618 area, which is exactly where we fell here on Duck. So that 4 wave could be in place. It could go a little bit lower here. That's possible too. But what I'm really watching for is a breakout above resistance as we head into this 5th wave on Duck. I think this coin is going to do a lot higher percentage gains. And by the way, this coin has already done like 50,000% gains. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, 10,000%. Not 50, but 10,000% gains already. And it's not even showing signs of being done. It's showing signs of more upside here with Duck. So 10,000%, if you guys don't know, that's 100 times in value already. 100 times in value. So I think this one could do a lot more. Even though it's already pumped 100x, the chart looks like it just barely got started. So loving this setup on Duck. I think this one is going to make a lot of people really rich. It is a meme coin. It does have low liquidity. So, you're going to have to you're not probably going to be able to put a ton of money into it, but a setup like this is higher risk, higher reward. Just position size properly. Just don't put all your money in. It's pretty simple. And I think this one's going to do really good, you guys. So I love this setup on Duck. This one I think is going to do insane gains. We've already done 100 times. We could do another 100 times from here. It's really low market cap. It's like, you imagine like a speedboat. It's easy for a speedboat to move fast. It's hard for a yacht to move quickly. This has super low market cap. It's easy for this thing to do 100, 200 times in value, which is partly the attraction of a lot of meme coins, right? It's easy for them to move, so they're really profitable. Same thing here with Duck, really low market cap. It could explode. It could do really high percentage gains. So yeah, you guys, I love all of these coins. I think they're going to do very good this up and coming cycle. These are coins that are able to do very high percentage gains. And even a lot of them aren't even that high risk. Maybe they're higher risk than like Ethereum or Bitcoin, but a lot of them are not that much higher risk. So they're pretty high reward with actually relatively low risk, considering all things. So super excited about these projects. Hopefully you guys will go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity as I am myself. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you learned something and found it valuable. If you did, please hit that like button as well as sharing it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.